Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I've been on here, but oh my gosh, the shift that has happened or that's been happening over the last month. I know it's not the shift that a lot of us have been wanting or thinking that was going to come, but I'm telling you, if you haven't experienced an upgrade, a shift, a positive move in a better future, you need to do some meditating because between, let's see, we had the new moon, the full moon, eclipse, two of them, I think, the blood moon, the 11:11 portal. It's the energy has been intense. The synchronicities are mind-blowing to me. I mean, it's like every day I see something else and it just gets better and better. And I can't even put it into words. So let me know. I mean, I know I'm not the only one that feels this freaking awesome. I can't be. You guys have to be joining me on this. And if you're not, reach out to me because I want you to get here. I cannot even put this feeling into words. And somebody said something yesterday. A movie, I guess a documentary I was watching. Now, I mentioned The Secret in the movie, I guess a couple videos ago, and I've watched that quite a few times. The one, The Secret, Dare to Dream, it's phenomenal. And I was talking to a friend of mine, I guess yesterday, day before maybe, and I said something about watching The Secret. She thought it was a completely different movie, which is the same thing, but just the documentary on the book, The Secret. So anyway, she sent it to me. She said, "Is this what you're watching?" And I said, "No, but I'm gonna." So I watched that movie or documentary, and then I watched a second one, which is the Meta Secret. If you've seen it, high five. If you haven't, you need to, because I'm telling you, it will shift your life. If you're ready. If you think it's just, if you don't get it, you're not ready. But if you get it, if you're like ready for a change, you got to watch it. And even that, the synchronicities of when those things came into my life and when they came into play and things that I've watched and the energy that came through that first documentary I watched yesterday, it shot my frequency like right through the roof. And one of the guys made a comment, I'm trying to remember exactly how it went, but it was something to the effect of, "I am not my body. I live in my body." And I was walking this, and I get it, but I was walking this morning and that went through my head. And when it was like, I can't even explain it. But it was like when that thought went through my head, and because I get it on the level that I get it, the oneness of everything was magnified. All I can say is I hope you guys are here at this point because it's freaking awesome. And if not, and I'm still, I mean, I'm not done. I'm not done. I know there's more to come and it's going to be phenomenal. It already is. But, and I'm still working on me. I'm still clearing things. In fact, something came up the other day, yesterday, day before, because that's how the documentary came into my existence. Because I had to clear the other thing before the other secret movie came into my existence. Again, it is mind-blowing how everything is just falling into place. And I know, I don't know if any of you guys watched Trump's announcement last night where he's running for presidency in 2024, which I think is freaking awesome. But I mean, between now and 2024, a lot's going to happen. But I know a lot of us were hoping, you know, because we keep being told, oh, well, this is going to happen and then it doesn't. And this is going to happen and then it doesn't. And this is going to happen and then it doesn't. And a lot of people were hoping that his big announcement last night was going to be part of this disclosure. Wrong answer. So now a lot of people are getting frustrated or more frustrated. And it is frustrating, but you know what? That's why you have to live in the now. And you can only work on you. Take this opportunity, seize the moment, work on you. So when it happens, when they finally release all this information, when disclosure finally happens, you're even in a better place. And you can fully embrace what's coming. You know, everything happens for a reason. Think, and if you are, because we've been geared for so long to focus on what we don't have and focus on the negative stuff that's happening. You've got to shift that thought. If you have, praise God. If you haven't, I'm just going to tell you, get your ass in gear. Do it. Because by you focusing on the negative stuff, the doom and gloom, and the stuff that, you know, if you keep focusing, you get what you focus on. If you keep focusing on the fact that they're still pushing the agenda and they're still, you know, people are still dying of the dreaded, you know what, and which is a lie. But if you're still focusing on, and the government's corrupt and all this kind of stuff, yeah, we know it, but move on and focus on the positive stuff. Focus, be, like they said in the movie, be informed, but don't be inundated. Know it's happening, but it's just energy. Don't put your energy on that energy. Put your energy on what you want to happen. You want peace. You want, you know, it's like people talk about world peace. Yes, focus on world peace. Don't focus on not going to war. Don't focus on not whatever. Focus on what you want, the peace, the happiness, the oneness. You know, because when you do, I'm telling you, some of you get it, and thank God you do. Some of you are still working on it, and I'm thankful for that too, because we all have a journey. We all have a different path. Some of you probably got it before I did. Some of you are getting it now, and some of you will get it. You're getting there. But I'm, like I said, stop. Yeah, I'm at a point where I don't even watch, a lot of the stuff that I was watching. And it's like an evolution. Some of the things that you watch, you need to see it. You need to learn. You need to know how to work on you and how to become a better you. But once you get to that point, move on. Move to the next step. And I'm at the point, and I know a lot of you are, where you're ready to move on to the next step. And things that you used to watch don't resonate with you anymore. So, and that's okay. And if somebody is still watching the other stuff, they may still need it. And that's okay. Don't judge them. That's the biggest thing we need to, that's one of the biggest things. We need to focus on forgiving ourselves and forgiving everybody. I don't care what they've done to you. They didn't do it to you. It happened for you. Go back and think, what did I learn from that? What can I gain from that? And forgive them. Bless them for bringing that into your life. Forgive them and move on. So, in judgment, we have become such a society of judgment. If somebody believes something that it doesn't fall in line with us, we judge them, and they're bad, or they're stupid, or they just don't get it, or whatever. Everybody's got a different path. Stop judging people. They're not here for you to judge. You don't want them judging you, so don't judge them. And, just come from a place of love. And when you do that, I know some of you are still clearing out the shadow work, clearing out the traumas, clearing out, things like that. If you're still, because like I said, I'm still, as things come up, I clear them. I get them out of here. But they come up when they're supposed to come up. So if things are, and if you've done a lot of work and you still have things coming up, it's okay. Don't feel like you're a loser, or, oh my God, this isn't working, or this is never going to end. It's an evolution process. That's why we came here. We came here to learn. You're learning. So love yourself for that. Give yourself grace and acceptance, because you're learning and you're moving on and you're getting better. And, when it's like when you see somebody that you see somebody every day and they lose 5 or 10 pounds or whatever, and you don't see it because you see them every day. So it's a slow process. But if you lose 5 or 10 pounds and you see somebody that you didn't see, I don't know, 6 months, a year ago, and they're like, oh my gosh, You look amazing. How much weight did you lose a lot of weight? And you're like, yeah. If you don't see how far you've come, go back a year. Think of how you were a year ago. If there's no difference, you might want to get on it. But like some of you, you're not going to even recognize yourself. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't even know who that person was. And that is amazing. You know, I mean, you don't see it from day to day because you're shedding the stuff, the baggage. So anyway, I don't know. I just, like I said, this last month has been mind-blowing. Absolutely freaking mind-blowing. And it's going to continue to get better. So just because you're not seeing things happen like we want to see things happen, doesn't mean they're not happening. Doesn't mean something's not happening. Like I said, don't let the fact that it's not make you frustrated or angry or depressed or, you know, whatever. Don't let it bother you. Come to a place of self-love. Find your comfort in you. And when you come from a solid place, it doesn't matter what happens. It's not going to rock your world. Just keep focusing on the positive stuff. Just keep focusing on the love and what you want. Focus on what the good things you have. Be grateful for those. And focus on the happiness and the joy and the peace and the bliss. And when you can tap into those feelings, it doesn't matter what somebody says to you, about you. It doesn't matter. And that is an amazing place to be. So anyway, like I said, just let me know what I know. I know the last month has impacted everybody in a different way. You know, some people are tired. I know a friend of mine is exhausted, but your body, the physical vessel that you're in, is going through changes. With the frequency changes hitting the planet, it's changing you physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of it. And it's impacting everybody differently. So, you know, don't let it wig you out. Just see it as a growth process. I mean, obviously, if you have a health concern or whatever, I'm not a doctor, nor do I claim to be. Well, yes, I do healing work. I'm not a doctor. But, you know, don't let it freak you out. Now, if you're living in fear or anger or judgment and resentment and all of those things, and you have stress, that's probably why you have whatever condition you have, or why you're exhausted or whatever. And that's listening to, again, The Secret. I don't make this stuff up. I live it. I have lived it. I see it. I get it. I understand it. I know it exists. I know it's real. They explain it better than I can. But you get what you focus on. You know, if you're focusing on, I don't even know, waiting for the next shoe to drop or the next rainy day or the next bad thing to happen, guess what? It's coming. Because you brought it into existence. You bring everything into existence. So stop focusing on the negative stuff. Stop focusing on their agenda. Let them focus. You know why? You know why? Because they're focusing on their agenda and they're winning because they're seeing their agenda beating you down. And they know when their agenda beats you down, they control you. They're winning. So they're looking at the stuff going on in the world in a positive light because they're winning. They think they're winning. They're not. But if you let them control you, you're letting them win. So don't focus on their silly shit. Let it go. Focus on what you want to focus on, the happiness and the joy. Because when you focus on their silly stuff, you're worrying about it. You're stressing about it. You're focusing on what you consider to be negative. Because it doesn't make you happy. It makes them happy. That's why they're focusing on it. And they're drilling it into your head. You're letting them win. I don't know about you, but that doesn't set well with me. And now, when you push me in a corner, I come out fighting. And I will take your head off to get out of there. And I don't mean that in a... All I mean that as is I'm winning. I take control of me. Because I have found that power. You have it. Some of you know that. Some of you have found it. Thank God. Because the world is shifting. So I thank God for you. And I thank God for the rest of you that are coming along and stepping into your power. But like I said, if you're focusing on the craziness that's going on in the world, know it's there, yes, but don't focus on it. Because you're giving your power to them. That's how they control you. That's part of the awakening. Wake up. Sorry if this sounds harsh. And I'm not talking to all of you. Well, I am talking to all of you because you're listening to me. But some of you already get this. And for those that don't, and it doesn't set well with you, or you're judging me, or you're telling me I'm wrong, or I don't get it, or I'm fantasizing or dreaming or whatever, I'm not going to blow sunshine up your skirt. But if you're still allowing them to control you and you're living in misery and fear and you haven't gotten it yet, it's not your time, obviously, and I'm not judging you for that. But you're still part of the problem. because you're allowing them to win. And I don't hold anything against you if you are still in that mindset. I love you just the way you are. But at some point, when you, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I changed. And only when everybody else gets sick and tired of being sick and tired will they change. And for those of us that have changed, we still need to love them and be there and not judge them. But that's, just like with the stuff with Trump yesterday and the fact that he didn't say what we hoped he said. Let it go. Let it go. You live in your now moment. Seize the moment to make you better. Watch something that makes you happy. Laugh. Feel loved. Love yourself. Show love to somebody else, everybody else. And when you do, it's amazing. So anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I am soaring. This is a high. And I don't do drugs. I haven't had anything to drink, nothing, water, but when you feel this good naturally, it's where we're supposed to be. Life is amazing. Life is a blessing. So for all of you that are here with me, I feel you. It's amazing. Thank God. Let's go have an amazing day. Let's rock this thing out and be there. Just love the hell out of everybody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Continue to grow to be the best you can be. Anyway, I love you guys. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey. It doesn't matter what you came here to learn. It doesn't matter what you have learned, what you will learn. Doesn't matter. We're all here for a reason. And I'm grateful for that. I love everybody for whatever you're here for. Because we all can't have the same purpose, and I'm good with that. So anyway, I know I've rambled for a while, but anyway, like I said, I'm beaming. And I hope you are too. So have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.